I want to talk to you about the business of forgiveness. We want to talk about the hardest customers. What do we do in those really tough situations? And to do so, we have to lay a little bit of groundwork. Frankly, we need to talk about the prospect customer, okay? One of the things we don't want to do is we don't want to put the onus on the customer. We don't want to blame them. And you say, well, I don't blame my customers. Well, yeah, many times you do. They're using something, the status quo, the competitive product, and you're coming in trying to persuade them to use your product. And all I can tell you is, in so many ways, subtly or explicitly, you're saying things that make them get defensive. So remember this, whatever they're using, or whatever the status quo is, there's almost no chance whatsoever that they invented it. So don't make them defend it like they did, okay? Now, this happens in a lot of ways, but one of the things you need to think about is the tools dictate the rules. They're dealing with limitations. Your solution is fantastic because it's going to create a whole new set of variables. It's going to create this whole new application. It's going to create this whole new way of looking at the world. But don't blame them for what they did. They made a good decision at the time when they bought or decided or adopted what they have right now. Do not put the onus on them. Put the onus on the tools. They do it this way because the tool says they have to. They do it this way because the status quo says they have to. Don't blame them. Don't make it personal. Don't make them defend. Point to the tools that they're using. Show how yours are better. So there's another place we need to go. That's kind of the setup for this other place I want to take you. We got to talk about the customer that we failed. So they're not a prospect. They're what I call an inactive. They're somebody who did take the plunge. They did jump in. They did adopt our solution. They did use it, but it didn't go well. They stopped using it. Well, how do we get those people back? Actually, it's pretty simple. What I recommend you do very early in the interaction is apologize. So let's set this up. You've got a meeting. You've got an appointment. You're coming in. They've been notified. You're in the lobby. You're handed your card, the appointment's ready, the assistant went back and talked to them, they're coming to meet you. What do you think they're thinking about the whole time they're coming into the meeting room? They know why you're here. They know that they started, they bought, they adopted, they implemented, they know it didn't go well, and they know you're here to try to restart this process. So what are they thinking? The whole time they're coming down the hallway, they're building up a defense, they're building up an argument, they're thinking about what they're going to say to you. We need to stop that process. We need to halt it in its tracks. We need to jolt them out of whatever they're thinking about. We need to shock them and surprise them so that they don't say what they're about to say. Well, how do we do that? Well, we do what's unexpected. Apologize. Take the onus off them. Take the blame off them. Take it on to yourself. Let me ask you a question. When you set up this meeting, what did you want to know? I mean, before we can really go anywhere, before we can move on to actually implementing your solution again, before we can restart this whole thing, what do you want to know? You want to know why they stopped. Well, we need to come at this a certain way. Make them not defensive. Make them open up. Make them sit back and relax and tell you what you want to know. Well, here's what you should do. Apologize. Hey, I know that you started with our product. I know you used our solution. I know that you stopped, so I have to assume that somewhere along the line, we dropped the ball. It's our fault.
Success requires insights. Elite execution requires training. Go to www.exsalesconsulting.com/special offers.